Hmm. Alright, let's continue on. Oh yeah, I'm trying to find a little bitch.
Dark Knight, I've got this whole city wired to blow. Try and disarm the explosives, and you'll face even more of my drones. You see, I've waited years. No one is taking this from me. They'll get a charred crater if they try.
Sir, that warning was broadcast publicly. I suspect the Arkham Knight wishes to discourage outside intervention.
Alfred, the Arkham Knight's trail leads into Miagani Island. Lower the Mercy Bridge.
I can't, sir. We're locked out.
The militia must have hardwired into the transport control system. Find me their access point.
Right. Tracing the network traffic, it seems to have all been rerouted to Grand Avenue Station.
Then that's where they'll be. I'll proceed on foot and... Pick over their access point. I'll contact you when you're able to lower the bridge.
Be careful, sir. Miagani Island is rife with militia drones and troops.
Listen up, man. We control the bridges, but Batman can and will adapt. Stay alert. Watch the skies.
Batcar don't stand a chance against all these tanks. That's one nasty-looking cloud hanging over Ace.
The station's crawling with the Arkham Knight's militia. I need to clear them out and find the access point they're using to hack into the transport network.
Me, with the shot. What happened? There he is! Grenade! Grenade! How's it going over there? You see anything? Nothing. Me neither. Same here. Okay, don't fall asleep. He's here somewhere. get lost. We want this.
Glad you're putting up a fight, Batman. I expected nothing less.
With the Arkham Knight's men taken care of, I can use their uplink terminal to lower the bridges.
Isn't that Barbara's job? Oh, right. In all the excitement, I almost forgot. You don't really believe old Jimbo's gonna forgive you if you save her. He holds a grudge, Bats. I should know.
Alfred, I've re-enabled the bridge controls.
Marvelous. I'm rebooting the network now.
Forget it.
Oh dear.
Riddle me this. Why would a Batman visit an abandoned orphanage?
Eddie, sweetie, you confused me with Robin. The big guy and I aren't all that close.
Oh, I know. It's because of what will happen to his feline friend if he doesn't get here in time. Shocked, Dark Knight? Stunned? You didn't expect this, did you? That is because you are no match for me, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and your intellectual superior. Did you think I would just forget our last meeting, Dark Knight? You humiliated me. I know you will not beat me this time. It is utterly impossible. You cannot do it. I have won already. I will mock your attempts to solve my conundrums. I will stand triumphant over your bloodied corpse. And as the dim light fades for good in your tiny dullard's mind, your final thought will be how I have bested you. Come to the orphanage, detective, or she dies.
What the hell is this? Well, that was a creepy motherfucker, wasn't it?
You heard about Riddler? He's gone crazy. Crazier than usual, anyway. We're gonna need a damn bomb to take out that car of his. All right, riddle me this, fellas. What do you call the guy who takes down the Bat?
I don't know.
A hero, that's what. Look out! It's Batman!
Batman? That had better be you. And you...
Keep still. Are you okay?
Perfect. What little girl doesn't dream of being bait for her strapping Dark Knight?
We're leaving.
You might be, but I'm not.
Ah, both contestants are finally here. Tonight, folks, we've got riddles galore. But first, let me introduce my beautiful assistants. I'm growing tired of my dependence upon the least useless dregs I can scrape from Gotham's utterly uninspired underbelly. Why rely on others for help when you can design, program, engineer, and manufacture it yourself?
Keep them coming!
What a pair you make. Together, you're just competent enough to survive. Enjoy it while it lasts, Dark Knight. I have more in store for you than hitting things. Hitting things. No doubt you enjoyed that, Detective. It's the most fun you'll have all night. You see, Dark Knight, this feisty, felonious feline has been fitted with a shiny new collar. With each challenge you complete, you'll get one little key. Collect every key and the kitty goes free. Remove it too soon and the kitty goes boom! But don't despair, Dark Knight. You did one challenge already. So let's see how long it takes for you to turn a running start into a stumble and fall. Take that rocket-fueled roadster and head on over to Chinatown, Detective. Your second test is waiting.
I'll come back for you. Stay here.
I'm wearing a bomb, Batman. Of course I'm staying here. Go get my keys. Don't keep me waiting.
Sir, I've regained control of the bridges.
Good work. I'll contact you when I'm in position at Mercy Bridge.
Well, Batman, old boy, this is quite the dilemma, isn't it? Do you say
I need to go back to the bridge to bring the Batmobile onto Miyagani Island.
Incompetent friend who got herself kidnapped. Personally, I go see Eddie's latest contrived death conference. I'm sure he went to a lot of trouble. Besides, you can't save all of Barbara. I killed half of her already.
I'm heading to Mercy Bridge to pick up the trail of the Arkham Knight's vehicle.
Miss Gordon's safety is on all of our minds, sir. Good luck.
Control, we're seeing multiple tanks on Miyagani Island. Over.
Look, I know he's dead, but he's not, like, dead, is he? He's Joker. I think he's dead. You know, the bad kind of dead. Oh, wait, Joker? I thought he'd be around forever. Like Santa. At least Batman didn't kill him.
I'm in control. This is Falcon 4. We have a positive on one of the missing firefighters. He's being held in the Grand Avenue area. Over.
So what, we gotta listen to Scarecrow lecturing?
Alfred, I'm at the bridge.
One moment, sir. I should probably warn you, there's a significant militia presence ahead.
Duly noted.
I managed to access the files Miss Gordon was working on before her abduction. It would seem she found a weakness in the drones, sir. A direct hit from the Vulcan gun on their sensor array should destroy them with a single shot.
Sergeant, Mercy Bridge is being lowered. He's coming. Mamba drones online and ready to engage. Tandem charge warhead, designed to penetrate the toughest armor. I've got surprises too, Batman. He got a drone. No! I've got him. He's on Mercy Bridge. Drone feed offline. Hit back! Drone unit destroyed at Ranelagh Ferry Terminal. Alpha target spotted. Northern sector, Miyagani Island. Drone down. I've lost the drone. Drone's been hit. Drone unit in Kingston is down.
It's gone, Dark Knight. The grip you had on Gotham. Your long reign of fear. I suffer now.
I should be connected shortly, sir. Expect minor resistance, Master Bruce. Master Bruce, you leave the area, the bomb will detonate.
Direct hit on Rattler. Armor still holding. Rattler's been hit. Multiple drones offline. What the hell was that? The enemy's acquired simultaneous strike capabilities. Then faster. We lost one, sir. He's making you look like a fool. Got him! Lost the Rattler. He got a drone. No! Confirm multiple hits. Over. Drones offline.
The bomb's payload is exposed. You can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Congratulations, sir. Bomb destroyed.
You're not taking any more from me, Batman. Next time, you'll die trying.
The Arkham Knight's vehicle swerved and crashed up ahead. The car's empty. The Arkham Knight must have taken Oracle and moved on. I should examine the vehicle more closely. The car veered off an empty road. Why?
Looks like the driver wasn't wearing his seatbelt. I should find the body.
Traces of pepper spray on the right side of the driver's face.
Oracle must have been in the passenger seat and deliberately caused the crash. Clever. I should check the area where she was sitting.
The door was torn off during the crash. If I can find where it came to rest, I can determine exactly what happened. Torn cleanly off the hinges. The door must have been opened before the crash. Oracle got out. I need to examine the reconstruction. Pinpoint where she landed. Free of the vehicle before the crash. Oracle stopped here. Someone took a shot at her. I should analyze the point of impact for ballistic evidence. The caliber of the weapon is a match for the Arkham Knight's sidearm. The trajectory and impact velocity points to a shooter that matches his height. At this range, he couldn't have missed. A warning shot.
What? Playing a game. My back.
I've missed something. Oracle knew she couldn't escape, but she caused this crash for a reason. She must have left a clue while crawling away. Lucius, Oracle left me the scrambler device at the scene of the crash. Decrypt the data so I can pinpoint the Arkham Knight's location.
This kind of thing was more Miss Gordon's specialty. I'll see what I can do, but it'll take me a little while.
I'll meet you at Wayne Tower when you're ready. Alfred, give me an update on Gotham's Most Wanted.
One moment, sir. Right, these two are just in. A mysterious hooded figure has been spotted on a rooftop in Grand Avenue. He appears to be standing beside a burning bat symbol, sir. It might be wise to establish whether this interloper is reports...
Someone's lit a burning bat symbol on the Gamby store rooftop. A beacon or a threat? Time to find out. Out. Your men can resume patrols on Miyagani.
You got it, Batman. Thanks.
Who are these army guys? They're taking over buildings, blocking off roads like they own the place.
I saw a guy breathe Scarecrow's gas once. Not pretty. I trust you have not forgotten me, Batman.
Azrael.
Dark days are here, Batman. The prophecy has come true. From the ashes of Arkham City, the fires are raging, and Gotham is burning.
What do you want?
I can see that same fire in your eyes. Before this night is through, that fire will consume you. Gotham will need a new savior, a new guardian, a new Batman.
I'm not finished just yet.
You cannot carry this burden forever. I have studied you for a long time. You have a code. You will not kill. Then neither shall I. The Order has foreseen it. The time has come to pass the mantle to another warrior. To me.
If you can prove your abilities, when the time is right, I'll consider it. But first, you must show you are worthy.
As you wish.
Complete the challenge without getting hit to prove you are worthy. We go again.
What do you want me to break first?
This was just the beginning. There are more challenges ahead. Contact me when you're ready.
Sir, I've captured Azrael's performance.
Good work, Alfred. Run the usual physiological.
Then am I?
The bat creature's still at large on Miyagani Island. I'm going to hunt it down and take a blood sample, determine who or what it is.
So, Riddler bagged the cat, did he? Oh, he'll regret pissing her off. No way is Batman working with Scarecrow. No way. Where'd you hear that? It's the bat! Get after it! You're going down, Batman!
Come in, Control. We have rioters on Miyagani Island. Falcon 5 out.
Batman's gonna get what's coming. Scarecrow ain't beaten yet.
not escaped my notice that you have failed to arrive at my challenge in Chinatown. Hurry along, Detective. I like to avoid winning by default whenever possible. Default.
Some freaks chaining up dead bodies. Sounds pretty nasty.
Someone's attacked the fire station in Bristol. I'm going to put out the blaze and find who's responsible.
That thing will flatten us! Move!
Power to the fire suppression system has been cut. I need to get it back online to get the blaze under control. Firefly.
You beat me once. But that was a long time ago. That's it, Batman. Keep chasing me. Fight this fire. Head into the light. It's been too long, Batman. Dodge this! I'll make your skin crackle and burn! Drown in flames! Don't be afraid, Batman! Embrace the pain! No! Give up and burn! I can't be stopped! Tonight, this stinking city will be purified by flame!
You know, sir, I believe we've met that charming pyromaniac before.
A challenge beneath Chinatown. Fine, Enigma. I'll play your games and I'll win. Selena's life depends on it.
Back up! He's gonna get us! No chance! Freaking back! Oh God! What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh man, it's him! You know, I don't think I've ever killed a firefighter before. Really? That surprises me. Yeah, what? Cops, paramedics, coast guards, traffic wardens, pest control.
It's humbling, isn't it? The opportunity to even glimpse my greatness, the dawning realization of just how insignificant, how unworthy of note you really are. These trials are my masterpieces, Detective. When I have defeated you, they will become monuments to my genius. Testaments to your stupidity. Crowds of school children will pack themselves in this elevator, eager to see for themselves the place where the Dark Knight was defeated. They won't understand a thing, of course, but they'll come. A trial so elegantly simple that even you should manage a feeble grasp of the premise. You must provide power to this board, Detective. The shame lies in thinking you could beat me in the first place. Oh dear, Dark Knight. You don't stand a remote chance of solving this one. You know, Dark Knight, on balance, I don't think you're going to figure this out. just a test of intelligence, Dark Knight. It's a test of skill.
The remote Batmobile controls.
Well done, Detective. Your true calling as a third-rate circus stuntman becomes clearer by the day. Well, well, you figured it out. Or blundered your way to victory. Time to help Catwoman with her key. Now then, Detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me. Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
Good. One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others? They contain less useful keys. Keys that will unlock the admittedly slight contents of your skull all over the orphanage walls. Your job, Detective, is simple. Figure out which cabinet Catwoman must open. And don't get it wrong.
So most of them will kill me, one of them won't. Great. I can do this.
No, Cat. Walk through there and there'll be a whole new set of paintings all over the orphanage walls. This is quite the head-scratcher, isn't it? Oops. Sorry. Probably shouldn't be talking about your head. Sorry. Good luck, Catwoman. Given Batman's limited intelligence, I'm afraid you're going to need it.
Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say. One down.
Just this once, I've lowered the count on Catwoman's collar by 2 digits to account for Batman's earlier success. I could have simply started the count on 8, but, well, 9 lives? I couldn't resist. Now, Catwoman, celebrate your survival by telling Batman all about the exciting orphanage development. Celebrate orphanage development.
No, you do it.
Now, Kitty. Kitty.
Why, Batman, there's a big, mysterious green door.
Yes, there is. Come back to the orphanage, Batman, and I'll let the pair of you through it. Well done, Dark Knight. You should, I hope, be beginning to comprehend the breadth of the tasks ahead of you, the sheer scale of the gauntlet I have thrown down. Or perhaps not. Perhaps you're feeling cocky. Perhaps these early victories have filled you with false hope. Well then, ride that wave of smug satisfaction all the way back to the orphanage. I'm waiting. Orphanage.
Back up! It's the bat! Time! Run! So the bat drives straight through a wall like it weren't even here. The hell is that thing? The bat! Turn around! Go! He's on our tail! Outrun that thing! Come on, lose him! Run! Go!
Sir, a GCPD helicopter has reported one of the missing fire crew being held hostage in the Grand Avenue area. I'm afraid we don't have an exact location. Good luck.
If it helps, look at this like a retirement party. There's definitely some kind of creature flying around out there. Back up! He's gonna get us! No chance. You won't be fighting no more fires in this stinking city. I think I saw a bomb in the road. I think we should have got out when we had the chance. You're gonna beg me to kill you before long. Don't worry. I'll let you know when it's gonna happen. I want to see the look in your eyes. You better make him. Help me, please! Thank you. I thought I was dead for sure. Those animals.
Think. What do you remember about the attack?
The chief had us heading back into the city, searching for civilians. He said we weren't leaving anyone behind, and then from nowhere, this fireball or something slammed into us. I must have blacked out. Next thing I know, one of these psychos is stubbing a cigarette out on me. Have you found the others? What about the chief?
I'm still looking. Wait here. I'll arrange for you to be taken to safety. The bat creature's still at large on Miyagani Island. I'm going to hunt it down and take a blood sample, determine who or what it is.
There's gotta be someone left in Gotham worth robbing. Or, you know, at least beaten. The bat's been in control for too long. It's about time we turn the tables on that freak. What's with all the rain? Suddenly Penguin don't look so stupid with that umbrella. man's got a tank? That's cheap! Tonight's the night we stick it to the bat. About time, if you ask me.
Alfred, run analysis on the blood sample I just uploaded.
Right you are, Master Bruce. I'm searching for possible matches now. How you managed to get this sample is beyond me, sir. Ah, here we are. The blood is heavily mutated, but we have a partial match, a Dr. Kirk Langstrom.
Search for any properties in Gotham owned or leased by Dr. Langstrom.
Certainly. Let me see. Ah, he and his wife lease a basement laboratory in Chinatown. I'm sending you the address.
I hope the man died in that explosion. Riddler's got Catwoman. Good. That little beat clawed off half my base in Arkham City. You seen what that thing does to cars? I ain't staying to find out. Why are you doing this? You don't ask the questions here, partner. Yeah, how about we staple your lips together? You like that? Just what I thought. I want you silent. Except when we're beating your ass. Then I want to hear you cry. Makes it more enjoyable. It's like music to my ears. Like the finest symphony.
I'm so proud of you, honey. Go on. Tell them what you've done.
Hello, world. No, that's
Go on. Just be yourself.
okay. Full genetic resplicing was a success. The recombinant molecule.
Honey, you're doing it again. How about in English?
Yes, of course. Sorry. So, what we've done is merge the DNA of Desmodus rotundus, the vampire bat, into the human chain. This breakthrough could, it will, prevent and cure deafness in all humanity. How was that?
Perfect, sweetie.
Are you getting this, honey?
I think so. Is the red light on?
Blunt trauma to the head. Langstrom had no idea what he was doing.
No, that's terrible.
Go on. Just be yourself.
Okay. Full genetic resplicing was a success. The recombinant molecule...
Honey, you're doing it again.
There's a computer.
Maybe it contains some answers.
This computer stores all of Dr. Langstrom's research. Mixing his DNA with a vampire bat? That was never going to end well. If I search through his files, I may be able to create an antidote to his condition. I need to isolate the man-bat's signature and remove it from Langstrom's DNA. That's it. I've created a clean DNA sample. Now all I need to do is make him take his medicine. Alfred, I've synthesized a cure in Langstrom's lab.
No.
His wife? Your parents? What is it about dead relatives that turned you into a giant rodent?
The bat creature's in hiding. When it emerges, I'll be ready. I'm heading to Wayne Tower. If we can decrypt the Arkham Knight security protocol, we should be able to track his location.
If he thinks he can hide from you, sir, he's in for something of a surprise.
What is it with you and not saying his damn name? Don't act like you ain't scared. Okay. Batman. Yeah, I said it. See, where is he? Nowhere. That chump's gone too, if he knows what's good for him.
Oh, do hurry along, Detective. Your kitty friend is eager to discover what's behind the door I've unlocked in the orphanage. She's prowling about, scratching at the woodwork, mewling most irritatingly. But I'm not letting her in until you get there.
You know, a part of me wishes he was still alive. Joker? Man, you always was crazy. Admit it, the scores he had us working were fun. At least I know I'm still gonna be alive at the end of the day.
Control. There's a body on the rooftop in Kingston. Doesn't look good. Falcon 4 out.
You seen it? Bat's got all kinds of bling on that car, man. It's Batman. He's got a freaking tank. Oh, God. Get us out of here. None of us to us club. I'm gonna wish they left with the others. Still in pursuit. He's going. What the? It's the bat. He's tailing us. Just what? Is that what I think it is? It's Batman. Get out! Go! Go! Damn it! Get out! Go! Oh crap! It's Batman. Get us out of here! Run! Nice driving, idiot. He's right there. Just go! You want to take the wheel? If you ask me, it could be any one of those whack jobs that Bat banged up in Arkham. I mean, who doesn't want Batman dead? Where's Harley? He just vanished in the Arkham City shutdown. I'm imagining. I gotta be imagining it. Who chained a body to a wall?
Nice of you to drop in, Mr. Wayne. I suppose you weren't really dressed for the front entrance.
Have you finished the decryption?
Fully decoded. I've downloaded all recent militia radio transmissions and their corresponding coordinates to your machine.
Thanks, Lucius. I can scan the network for the Arkham Knight's voice print and determine the location of his last broadcast.
Bruce? It's Vicky. Are you there? I know you're listening to these messages. Look, if it's about that article, blame Ryder. I had nothing to do with it, I swear. Call me, okay? I miss you, Brucey.
Brucey?
Bruce, it's Cassie. You do remember me, right? Listen, I had, so much fun the other night. You were nothing like what I read in the papers. Anyway, call me when you get this. I got a couple of cute friends who are dying to meet you.
Mr. Wayne, Lex Luthor calling. Apologies for going via your direct line, but I grow tired of these games. LexCorp has made a very generous offer for Wayne Tech's Applied Sciences division, yet your persistent unavailability begins to look less like a busy schedule and more like deliberately antagonistic behavior. Come now, meet with me. I'm sure we can come to an agreement. A man of your refined taste doesn't need an applied sciences division after all. He needs another $1 billion.
Bruce, it's Kate. You're coming to Maggie and I's engagement thing next week, aren't you? No one's seen you in months, Bruce. And you taught me the importance of keeping up appearances.
You know, if I'd ever been curious about your identity, I would have torn off that mask years ago. I always figured the truth would be a letdown. But I have to admit, masquerading as Gotham's least interesting socialite is one hell of a cover story. The dead parents are just icing on the cake.
You had to go and spoil the surprise. I was hoping to keep her under wraps until she's ready. Next generation disruptor. She's still a couple of weeks from completion, but I figured you'd appreciate a working prototype. I should have her with you later on this evening.
Thanks, Lucius. I think I might need it.
It took a while to source the improved components. You're lucky I don't charge overtime.
It's a bad idea to walk out in the Batsuit while Lucius's PA is still here.
Identity confirmed. Good evening, Mr. Wayne. Upload waveform for analysis.
Now I've waited long enough. Batman dies. Tonight.
Scanning communications for voice print match. Location verified.
Got it. The Knight's transmitting from the Miyagani tunnel network.
Glad to be of assistance, Mr. Wayne. While you're here, we've been working on some further upgrades for your car. Let me know where you'd like us to focus our efforts. Ah, you'll like this. Wrote it myself when I saw what you were up against this evening. The drone virus hijacks the militia tank's weapon systems and causes them to target their allies. An upgrade to your weapons generator will let you overcharge the Batmobile's secondary weapons. You'll be a force to be reckoned with. Ah, I'll be in touch as soon as it's ready. Now, if there's anything else you need, I'll be here all night. It's not like I could leave this city even if I wanted to.
You have two new messages. Bruce, this is your father calling. It's time we had a talk, son. You know, about the dressing up. Next new message. Bruce, this is your mother calling now. I just want to say... Oh, sorry. It's so funny, you know, because they're dead.
Bruce? It's Vicky. Are you there? I know you're listening to these messages. Look, if it's about that...
Take care, Mr. Wayne. You know where to find me.
Alfred, I've traced the Arkham Knight to the Miyagani tunnel system.
Excellent news, sir. But I'm detecting a
Noted.
Shall I open the south end?
Evacuation? Ha! Batman will take care of Scarecrow, and I'll take care of everybody's stuff. Back up! There's no way through!
You've got contact. Heavy contact. Outside the tunnel. Suggest immediate exfil, sir. Go! I'm not going anywhere. Direct hit on a rattler. Drone feed offline. Get back! Diamondback's hit! It won't take another strike! Status update. Entrance armor disabled.
Alfred, I'm at the tunnel entrance. Open the doors.
I'm accessing the building's security mainframe.
Alfred, there's another blast door. I need you to open it.
Oh dear. It seems they've locked me out of the system. They must know you're here.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'll find another way in. Have you made any progress on the cure?
Getting there. Hey, I haven't heard from Barbara for a while. Is she okay?
She's fine. She's working on something for me. It's important.
But she's safe, right?
Don't worry, Tim. Just keep working on that cure.
How very me of you! Though I can see why you didn't tell him after old Jimbo's hysterical overreaction. Still, if not Barbara the way that little sidekick of yours does, maybe she wouldn't have got kidnapped in the first place. They're star-crossed, Patsy. Like me and you. Shame they're being torn apart thanks to your crusade. So let's recap. Barbara's kidnapped, and let's face it, probably dead. You're lying. And dear old Jim's marched off on his lonesome to save the day. Not your best day at the office, Bats. Something on your mind? Come on! Let Robin out of his cage! You can't force him to slave over your cure! Plus, if he gets himself killed out there, you won't have to tell him about Barbara. It's win-win! You think he's really gonna fix your nasty case of Jokeritis? Not a chance. I'm chronic, Brucey. I'm lingering. We both know there's no cure for me. Can you remember when it was simple? Back in the old days when it was just you, me, a regular war against crime? Well, take a look, Bats. Things change. Now it's just war, with you standing right bang in the center. Of course, like with any war, there are casualties. It's inevitable, unavoidable. Like death. Well, maybe not death. I seem to have sidestepped that one. Still, this is so lucky. Remember Talia? Of course you do. How could you forget a girl like that? All it took was one piece of lead to end your hopes of a happily ever after. You blamed me, of course, but you were wrong. You put her in my crosshairs. Sure, she didn't do herself any favors, but it was you. You see, people trust you. They believe in you. They follow you into your war, and you are about to get them all killed.
Detective. I see you've begun pitting that mediocre mind of yours against my riddles. I had plenty of time to conceive them, Batman. When you left me battered and demeaned in Arkham City. I am the Riddler, Batman. I don't suffer humiliation. I pay it back. So solve my riddles if you can. They'll be very important later.
I need to find a way to bring the Batmobile through before I engage them.
How long you been down here? A week. I've been here a month. A month? Dirty.
I can't draw the malicious attention while the tanks are there.
Really?
I went deep cover in Villatura. Had to act like a regular prisoner until the strike team hit the outer walls.
At least tonight we're getting out. I don't want that thing coming off when we get the order. Double check it. If you don't shut up, I'm gonna come up there and smack you in the face.
All these things. Rob a military installation. Is he rich? This stuff looks expensive. They're all custom made, designed to take down this Batman. I don't get it. He's just one man. You saw the briefing, right? No, I must have missed it. Well, I did. He's good. He's very good. Army? Really, to take out one guy? This is gonna be easy. That's the plan. I'd rather have too many guns than not enough.
Getting bored up here! Almost there, okay? Get that thing on straight. You wanna do it? Be my guest.
I can't fight them without the car. Too risky.
You want me to come down there and help you? Shut up! I'm doing my best! That needs to be tighter. Shut up! I'm doing it as fast as I can.
We've been down here weeks and you didn't think to do this before now? Will you shut up? Should have just killed her. We're just dead because of her.
Hey, bats. You see these guys? Think they own Gotham. What are we going to do about it?
You're not going anywhere, old man. Tri-weave titanium-coated armor plate. Nice. Unless you know exactly where to shoot. You're good, Dark Knight. Even better than I remember. It's gonna make it even more satisfying when I kill you. Oh, and don't worry about Barbara. I'll take better care of her than you ever did. Batman's in the control room. Show him what happens when he messes with minds.
You're not getting through me! Pathetic! He took out the lieutenant! Not gonna work! I'm gonna put turn them apart! Turn them! Now that's for you! Come on, Batman, get me! Go through! Lost the lieutenant! You're not the only one who can bring a tank to a fist fight. You're just the only one afraid to use live rounds.
That guy doesn't know you very well now, does he? I think you're trapped down here. What kind of supervillain thinks a bullet to the stomach and a handful of tanks will stop the Batman? about the car? Lost the keys? Hand me over the remote and I'll get
Direct hit! Yeah! Rattler's been hit!
Time to rescue Oracle and make the Arkham Knight pay.
I see you're back in the car, Master Bruce.
I'm going after the Knight. He's here in the tunnel.
Then let us hope he has Miss Gordon with him. Scanner is only picking up one body. It's the driver. No sign of Miss Gordon.
He knows where she is, Alfred. He's not getting away.
That car's gonna smash us to pieces! Keep him away! Under heavy fire! Rocket launch! Don't get hit! We need to stop him! Taking enemy fire!
What's up? You there?
Yeah, sorry, my mic was off. Gabe?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mic's off. Which probably isn't good for streaming, but you know.
Did Jacob tell you he got a PS4?
Yeah. Motherfucker,
Took
he
him
told
a
me
minute.
before you.
He texted me this morning.
Yeah, he told me before you because he didn't have your number.
He texted me on Snapchat.
APC is down. I say again, the APC is down. All support units to fall back immediately.
Batman! It's Batman!
You gonna play Fortnite or I'm gonna do a solo?
Go ahead and do a
But he'll
solo
know
real
where I
quick.
can find him.
How does it feel to be chasing the wrong man?
Where is the Arkham Knight?
You won't find him!
You think I didn't know you were tracking my broadcast location? Here's a lesson, Batman. I know how you think, which means I know how to beat you. Where is he?
With Barbara Gordon. She's ours now. Can you imagine what the Knight's going to do to her? What are you doing? No! You can't do this!
Where is he?
He's gone to see the little man, the penguin. He supplied the safe houses for the attack. The Knight's gone to pay him for his services. That's it. That's all I know.
Remember something else?
He uses a refrigeration company as a front. The trucks distribute weapons throughout the city.
What's it called?
North Refrigeration.
Thank you.
Alfred, I need you to find out everything you can about North Refrigeration.
Of course. May I inquire why?
Penguin's supplying arms to the Arkham Knight, and right now, is the best lead we have to finding Barbara.
I'll look into it right away, sir.
Lucius.
Mr. Wayne, your new Batmobile upgrade is ready to deploy.
Oh, purple tag.
Batwing is en route to Grand Avenue.
First gun I pick up.
Do what?
First gun I found was a purple tag.
Sir, I've discovered an exploit the Arkham Knight was using to broadcast via your gauntlet. Rest assured that all our communications are securely encrypted. Should I lock him out to prevent further disruptions?
Keep the channel open, Alfred. The more he talks, the more I know about him.
Very well, sir.
Sir, we just tracked a fast-moving aircraft heading in on Grand Avenue. This thing just pulled a J-turn, clocking in at 12 Gs. I don't know anything that can do that. I do. Show him what it means to go to war.
The drone virus overrides the friend or foe
Ooh,
identification system of militia drones. An infected drone will target other drones instead of the battle. When deployed at higher weapon energy levels, this will infect multiple enemy targets.
Batman took out a drone. Make him pay. Sir, I've lost control of a drone. He's overriding my control protocols. Send units to intercept. Take it out. Drone flank initiated. Rattler down. Alpha target just hit a Diamondback. Armor breached. Hit him hard, Sergeant. I want that car wrecked. Batman's taking out a drone. You're starting to see it, aren't you? Now for once, you can't keep up.
No! They were dropping.
Rattler offline.
I seen you, little bastard.
North Refrigeration, as you requested.
Good. Tell him to send me what he has.
He insisted on...
No! The game fucking lagged in front of me, I didn't even know.
That thing will flatten us. Move. I'm going. Damn it. Oh, God, what?
You still there?
Yeah, give me a minute and I'll be on. Alrighty then. My back is killing me, man. Ooh. Yeah, I've been at pull apart all day. what? Didn't I say fucking exit?